Before he died, Audie Murphy revealed 9 stars who were secretly gay. Smiling face with sunglasses, he was America's most decorated combat soldier of World War II. A hero who faced death countless times, killing 240 enemy soldiers and earning every medal for valor, including the Medal of Honor. When Murphy arrived in Hollywood, he brought not only his courage from the battlefield, but also a deep understanding of human nature under extreme pressure. He knew what it meant to carry a secret, as a former studio executive revealed, having worked closely with him in the 1950s. The trauma of war stayed with him for life, giving him an extraordinary empathy for those forced to hide their true selves, including some of the brightest stars of Hollywood. According to those closest to him, Murphy developed unusual bonds with actors and actresses living double lives during Hollywood's golden age. Stars whose public images as romantic leading men or glamorous leading ladies were carefully constructed illusions hiding their true sexual identities. Murphy never gossiped or sensationalized. He simply recognized the pain of people forced to live in disguise. Having seen the horrors of Europe, he had no patience for Hollywood's artificial morality, which forced even the kindest people into lives of fear. Tonight, CelebWire brings you the stories of the 9 Golden Age stars Murphy reportedly knew were gay or bisexual, individuals whose public images were meticulously crafted while they lived under the constant threat that exposure could end their careers, reputations, and social standing. Rock Hudson, Hollywood's ultimate heartthrob, epitomized 1950s masculinity, tall, handsome, charming, and romantically paired with America's sweetest leading ladies. Yet, behind the perfect smile, Murphy knew the truth. Hudson's homosexuality was an open secret among studio insiders, but Universal went to extraordinary lengths to maintain his public image, including arranging a marriage to his agent's secretary, Phyllis Gates, to quell persistent rumors. Murphy never judged him, but he understood the psychological toll of maintaining a mask day after day. He saw the same haunted, exhausted look in Hudson's eyes that he sometimes saw in his own reflection, a mirror of the cost of hiding one's true self. They moved in overlapping social circles, shared agents, and even military respect, since Hudson had served in the Navy, creating a bond with Murphy despite very different personalities. Cary Grant, the icon of sophistication, charm, and effortless elegance, was another case of hidden truth. Murphy knew about Grant's long-term domestic partnership with Randolph Scott, which lasted more than a decade, and understood that Hollywood presented their cohabitation as nothing more than a practical living arrangement. Grant's ability to play straight, both on and off the screen, was remarkable, but Murphy admired the private space of authenticity he created, even temporarily. This duality illustrated to Murphy the hypocrisy of Hollywood, a machine selling romantic fantasies while denying performers the right to live authentically. Anthony Perkins, the tortured talent behind Norman Bates, captured Murphy's attention differently. Known for bringing vulnerability and intensity to his roles, Perkins struggled privately with his sexuality, including a long-term secret relationship with Tab Hunter. Murphy recognized in Perkins the weight of carrying a secret identity, the internal tension that informed his greatest performances yet caused tremendous personal strain. Raymond Burr, the unflappable Perry Mason, demonstrated a different kind of courage. Behind his public persona of moral clarity, Burr maintained a long-term relationship with Robert Ben Weitz, concealed for decades under the guise of a business partnership and shared hobbies. Murphy understood that Burr had built a private world of authenticity within a public facade, navigating the perilous social and legal risks of mid-century America. Burr's ability to live with both integrity and secrecy impressed Murphy deeply, reflecting the subtle courage required to survive as a gay man in Hollywood. James Dean, the embodiment of youthful rebellion and sensitivity, carried a fluid identity that defied societal categories. Murphy initially dismissed Dean's public persona as theatrical, but he eventually recognized the younger actor's refusal to conform as a form of courage, a strategic ambiguity allowing Dean to express himself while protecting his career. Dean's friendships and romances with both men and women only fueled speculation, creating the mystique that cemented his enduring appeal. Marlene Dietrich, the European icon of glamour, sophistication, and defiance, lived boldly with her sexuality, unapologetically pursuing relationships with both men and women while maintaining a public image that satisfied Hollywood's conventions. Murphy admired her not only for her professional brilliance, but for her extraordinary bravery. She opposed Nazism, renounced her German citizenship, and entertained Allied troops near the front lines, earning military honors from the United States, France, and Belgium. Celebwire viewers should note that Dietrich's authenticity extended far beyond her screen performances. She lived a life of independence, refusing to apologize for her desires in a world that demanded conformity. Barbara Stanwyck, the tough, independent woman on screen, managed a long-term same-sex relationship with her publicist while her marriage to actor
Each of
Robert
these
Taylor
9
served.
stars,
Rock Hudson, Cary Grant, Anthony Perkins, Raymond Burr, James Dean, Marlene Dietrich, Barbara Stanwyck, Montgomery Clift, and Tab Hunter, represents a life shaped by secrecy, courage, and profound personal sacrifice. Audie Murphy never judged them. He understood the staggering cost of fame built on illusions and lies, the immense psychological weight of maintaining a public image that contradicted one's private truth. He respected the quiet bravery of those who, despite enormous pressure and societal prejudice, found ways to live authentically, even if only behind closed doors. Their stories reveal Hollywood's hidden reality, a glittering world of glamour and fame, yet one where deception was often necessary for survival, where even the brightest stars carried invisible scars, and where love, loyalty, and integrity often persisted unseen, away from prying eyes. These legends remind us that behind every smiling face on the silver screen, there can be untold struggles, hidden romances, and private victories that the public never sees. For more shocking, untold secrets from the golden age of Hollywood, subscribe now to Celebwire. Hit the bell icon to never miss a story, and dive into the truth that most studios would rather keep buried. Share this video, comment on which hidden life you want Celebwire to expose next, and remember, in Hollywood, the truth is almost always stranger, more heartbreaking, and far more heroic than fiction.